Hello everybody, Dr. Darok here, and welcome back to yet another episode of Let's Play Blightfall. Now, as you can see, I am using my Jaded Amaranthus to create more Botania flowers, to generate those, and the reason is because I am going to need to create more hydrangeas. Hydrangeas? However you pronounce it. I need to create more hydrangeas in order to do what we're going to do today, because here's the thing. You actually need to have pools of mana available at all times, and a constant stream of mana at that, in order to keep the portal to Alfheim open once you've opened it initially. Okay, and since I don't want to keep paying the cost in order to resummon it, basically, we're gonna be doing that. Okay, so yeah, that's just, you know, the long story short version, basically. But the important parts are I'm doing this thing, and we're gonna get ready to create the portal to Alfheim. I should be able to get that done this episode. I think some creative editing might be necessary in order to make that happen in one episode. But hey, you know, that's just one facet of things, isn't it? And I can do that no problem. Usually I try and spend as little time on editing as possible, because, you know, every minute I spend editing takes away from something else I could be doing, such as creating a new video or coming up with a plan for something else. But, you know, hey, that's just one of those trade-offs that you have to decide on making. So yeah, the hydrangeas, and I know you guys have seen this all before if you've been watching the entire series, so I'm not going to spend too long on it here. But the hydrangeas, just in case you need a reminder, they generate mana out of water, and they're made like this, with mystical blue petals, cyan petals, and pink petals. Okay, so I've got blue and cyan and pink, but I don't have quite enough. See, because I need quite a number of cyan petals in order to do this. 3 for each hydrangea. And what I'm gonna need is 16 hydrangeas. Okay, so with each flower being able to produce 4 mana petals, I'm going to need, what is it? How do I do this math? Okay, so 3, 16, 4. So basically, to make 16 of them, first of all, I'm going to have to divide that number by 4. So 4 times 3 is 12. So I'm going to need 12 cyan, 8 blue, and 1 pink. I just did that in my head, so maybe I'm wrong, but that should be right. Which is, actually, that's kind of a tall order, to be honest with you. Because, obviously, out of 16 flowers, it's totally random which one will be generated. Every time you break one and get another one to generate, okay? So, yeah. But that also means, let's see, 4 pink ones. That should do the trick. 4 times 4 is going to be 16. And then I'm going to need 8 of the blue. Okay, so I've already got enough blue. I don't have the cyans that I need quite yet, but I will do soon. So I'm just going to pause the video, get this finished, make it happen, and I'll come back to you guys whenever I've got everything I need. Okay guys, so I've gotten a few flowers, not quite as many as I need yet, but we're going to fix that very quickly. So basically what I'm gonna do is grab some bone meal from over here. We're gonna head, wait, I've got a thing I need, this thing. Okay, we're gonna head over here to, where is it? Obelisk Island. There we are. And I'm going to create more of a targeted flower, which is going to be the mystical cyan flower. Do I have shears? Yes. I've got my shears. We're good. 1, 2, 3. Let's just go ahead and plant all of these, because they all need to be made tall anyways. Then I want to bone meal them. Okay, boom. Oh, come on. Come on! Give me a break here. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. So that is exactly what I wanted. Let's just run down this line here and get all those picked up real quick. We'll turn all of those into petals. That's 36 petals, but that's still not quite enough. That'll only make 12 flowers, whereas I need more than that. So we're going to take this pestle and mortar, and we're going to take 4 of these and make floral powder out of them. Let me go ahead and break this, pick these things up, get them out of my spawn zone here. All right. And basically what we're going to do is, I don't want that, or this, or this. Don't care about any of those things. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to take my bone meal and combine it with my floral powder. However, I need a thing to make that happen. A crafting table, which I don't have on me. So let's make one. All right, there we go. Bada bing, bada boom. And there we go. Okay, so we're going to take this floral powder and some bone meal and make floral fertilizer. And a lot of you probably know what this is, but some of you might not. So boom, there we go. I've just created 4 mystical cyan flowers out of 1. Okay. I still don't have quite enough. I'm going to have to do that one more time. Okay, but there we go. And let's go ahead and bone meal these and then harvest them with the shears. And of course, the reason I'm using the shears is because the tall flowers can only be harvested with shears. Okay. So there we go. Let's go ahead and turn those into cyan petals. Now, I still need a few more. As you can tell, there's a witch somewhere. I don't know which witch is where, but there's a witch somewhere. We interrupt this regularly scheduled episode of Blightfall for a breaking news announcement. This just in. A user named Rikarikun has won the most recent shout-out contest and will now have their suggestion implemented into my world. So, everybody, I would like for you to meet Olaf the Snow Golem. Okay, and the name was chosen for obvious reasons. Okay, you don't... Excuse me, sorry about that. You don't even have to ask why that name was chosen, because it should be obvious. And thank you, Rikarikun, for the suggestion. Now, I know maybe some of you might think, oh, that's so obvious and not the most creative thing. Mine was more creative. Unfortunately, it's all judged by me, the good old Dr. Darok. And I found it greatly entertaining that someone actually suggested that I name it Olaf. I hadn't considered that at all, and I just fell in love with it as soon as I saw the comment. And I'd like to thank you all. There were a whole bunch of other comments that were really good and really creative, and I thank you all so much for participating. The winner is Olaf, though. Name suggested by Rikarikun. So thank you, Rikarikun. Welcome to my world as one of my shout-out competition winners. And I do hope that you are very happy right now that you have won. So we now return you to your regularly scheduled episode of Let's Play Blightfall. At this point, we're going to grab this floral powder and make another floral fertilizer for cyan. Now, the way that it works in Blightfall, okay, is different than the way that it works in standard vanilla Botania. It's weird to call mods vanilla, but basically, you know, Botania without any add-on mods works differently than it works here in Blightfall. And that's for balance purposes, basically, because it's way too easy to get the flowers you need normally. And they wanted the flowers to be locked behind exploration so that you would be forced, basically, to get a whole bunch of other things first. Okay, so there we go. There's the mystical cyan petals. I need 3 times 16, right? I think, which ends up being 30 plus 3 times 6 is 18, so 48. So I've got 8 extras. And at this point, I might as well just go right ahead and make 2 more floral fertilizers and throw them down while I'm over here and working on it, because I only need 48 of the petals, and I want them to, you know, I just want to put flowers back in my flowers box. I don't want the extra petals to take up extra space. And then I'll be prepared to do this again in future if need be. Okay, so there we go. 2 more floral fertilizers. Let's, boom, pop that down. And bone meal, bone meal, bone meal, bone meal. Shears, 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 shears. Okay, and one more time. Ta-da! Okay, great. So bone meal, bone meal, bone meal, bone meal, and then shears, 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 shears. Okay, perfect. So we've got all the stuff we need. As you can see, I gained 15 of these blue mystical flowers in the time that it took me to get just like 7 of the cyan or something like that. So yeah, my luck was off. I didn't get quite as lucky as I had hoped on those. Hello, chickens. How much do I have in here, mana pool wise? Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Okay, so at this point, I can take 16 of these and convert them. So, and I'm not even really sure if I have enough mana in here to do all 16, but let's find out, shall we? Oh no, shucks. Okay. There we go. Not quite. Not quite. But that's okay, I've got more mana down here. I just didn't want to use this mana. So let's see, I need 7 more. There we go. Do the thing. Okay, perfect. So now I've made 16 cyan mana petals. I'm also going to need, I think, 16 mana petals of the blue. Is that right? Come, Lexicobotania. Tell me what I need. Let's see here. Generating hydrangeas. Okay, and then I'm going to need, yeah, blue mana petal. 1 for each. So let's go ahead and let's get rid of all this stuff first. Okay, there we go. And then for the blue guys, let's see here. 4 divided by 32 into 4 is 8. So I'm going to need 8 of these. Put the rest back in here. This, I'm only going to need 4, right? Is that what I calculated earlier? I think so. Okay, so let's go ahead and place these down and bone meal them. Okay, there we go. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. And then make these big. And yeah, so just making hydrangeas, if you couldn't tell already from all of the dialogue that we've already exchanged during this video. But yeah, that should just about do it. I'm still unsure why this is creating ferns. I did that last time. That's weird. I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable. I'm not sure if there's something weird going on there or what. But I do not want your ferns. Okay, so there we go. Make the thing. Do the stuff. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. So now at this point, that should make 32. Yes. And then this should make 16. There we go. Now I can take half of my blues and make them into mystical, or mana, I mean. Control tab. Or wait. Control Q. There we go. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. So there we go. That's how we do it. This is how we do it. What? But yeah. Now I need a bucket. Do I have a bucket handy? I must have a bucket somewhere. But, oh, there, bucket of water. Perfect. Exactly what I need. Okay, so put those things there, those things here, these things here. I'm going to need a whole bunch of seeds. What's the next thing I need? 16 seeds. I've got just enough right here. So that'll do it. I want my wand of the forest and an open hand. And there. Okay, perfect. So, yeah. Just in case you don't remember how this is done, I'll show you. What? Oh, okay. There we go. All right. So basically, I just want to put in 1 pink, 1 blue, 2 cyan, 2 cyan mana, and then throw in my seeds. Ta-da! And it did the thing. Created hydrangeas. Now I want to grab a bucket of water, fill that up, and click on it with my open hand, and it'll fill it all the way back up with all the things that I just used last time. Then I can just throw my seeds back in. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and finish this whole process up here of making these, and I'll see you guys whenever I'm done. Okay, almost done here. Figured I'd just turn my camera back on. Boom, boom, and boom. There we go. Okay, so 16 hydrangeas have been created, and that will be enough for what I need. Okay, so we're off to a pretty good start so far. The next thing that I'm going to want is a whole bunch of glass, and that's mostly for aesthetics. That should do the trick, right? Yeah, that'll do the trick. So basically, at this point, now I've got to decide where I want to put my portal to Alfheim. I don't want it to be very far away from a portal somewhere. Like, I definitely want it by a portal. Whoops. Okay, let's go ahead and harvest these. Why don't I? Yeah, I definitely want it next to a portal somewhere, so that I don't have to go too far to convert things in the portal of Alfheim. You'll see. If you don't know what I mean, then you'll see what I mean. But yeah, now I've got the power system pretty much set for my Alfheim portal. 36, let's see, I need 9, 12. 12 times 2. I need more than that, actually. So I'm going to have to figure something out. More glass, maybe? Do I have more glass? I do have more glass. Okay, perfect. And so I need my chisel. Where's my chisel? Chisel, come here. Okay, so open up the chisel, put this in the chisel. I wish I could change this creeper glass back into regular glass. I don't think I can. Well, there might be a way. No, because I was thinking... No, that doesn't make sense, does it? Anyways, not important. I might be able to, like, melt down the creeper glass back into glass in here, maybe? And see if that'll work. But, it's not really worth it. I'll just use some of it as creeper glass. I'm not sure how much of it I'm gonna need to use that way. I want the ones from Chisel, though, because they can easily be placed right back into the borderless glass, huh? Dungeon glass. Okay, neat. And I like the idea of the carved creeper glass, but again, I can't change it back into regular glass or between the different chiseled types, so that kind of annoys me. Let's do this, thin grid glass. Now, see, if I put it back in, I can turn that right back into glass in no time. Okay, so that's kind of like the benefit of that, basically. Okay, so we're gonna have to go to a place that's near a teleporter that is currently not tainted or out in the open to attacks. Okay, and I can think of only one logical place, which is not here. Whoops. Obelisk Island. That's where we're going. Okay, so yeah, this is how we're gonna do this, or where we're gonna do this, I guess. And I mean, I kind of wanted to just do it up here, but I've got a lot of stuff in the way up here, so I'm not sure if that's what I'm gonna do or not. I could always go down there. There's some pretty good spots down there. So maybe if I just follow my little tunnel here, down the tunnel. This should do the trick, I think. Somewhere down here. Like right over here, perhaps. Fly, duck! Fly! Yes, the power of the feather fall! Okay, so my game just minimized because I accidentally sputtered and spit a little bit while I was enjoying my Featherfall there, and as a result, my touchscreen got hit by spittle, and and it minimized my game. So yeah, that's a thing that happened. I hope you guys find that humorous. So anyways, yeah, basically what we're gonna do is just, you know what? Oh, crud. Okay, so these have to be too high, like this. Okay, I'm gonna put my creeper glass in the middle here. Creeper glass. All right. Looks weird, but I'm digging it. So I hope you guys like my terrible design choices as far as the aesthetics go. Yes, I know they're terrible, but that's all right with me because I don't care. Anyways, so yeah, this is what I want right here. I'm just going to take 3 buckets of water right here and go 1 bucket, 2 bucket, 3 bucket. Okay, as you can see now I've got an infinite water source at the bottom here. All these blocks are an infinite water source. So there's another bucket, there's another bucket. Now I need one in the middle there, and that's the tricky one. But it should be pretty easy. I'll just put my Totem of Dawn right there, then do that, and then I can break my Totem of Dawn and pick it back up. And as you can see, now I've got infinite water sources in all my corners and stuff. Okay, so that is that little structure completed. Oh yeah, I didn't even need to take the stairs down. I almost forgot that. I totally forgot that I have that Featherfall ability and that I could just jump. Totally forgot about that. Okay, so yes, let's space this 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so there's that, and then I've got another one here, and then I've got another one here, and then I've got another one here. Okay, and now I need these guys. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. Let's make the thing. We're building stuff and doing things. Let's make the thing. Doodle-doodle-doodle-doodle-doo. So there's that. That's done. Kaboom. Okay, perfect. At this point, we can come over here, fill up the buckets again, and do the same thing over here. There we go. There's 1, 2, and 3. Perfect. There we go. And then we'll just do the same thing here with the one in the middle. And then corner and corner. Boom. Okay. So from my cursory research on the interwebs, that should be enough in order to completely power my portal the entire forever, basically. Now, there is a slight problem with that, in that it is going to take some time for that to work in the first place. What I mean by that is that, I'm flying, yeah! Basically, that is, I'm gonna have to let it charge for a little while, in short, before I can even activate the portal. Now, I'm not sure exactly how much mana it costs to open the portal either, so I'll be letting it charge for, you know, a significant period of time, okay, which is a good thing, or a good idea at least, but hopefully it works out exactly the way I'm expecting it to work out, and, you know, nothing unexpected happens. That would be bad. I don't like unexpected things. Well, I like unexpected things, but sometimes they can be inconvenient. Let's put it that way. So, yeah, basically, I've got a couple things to grab here. So I'm going to pause the video again for just a minute while I grab those things, and I will be right back. Okay, guys, so I've got the stuff I need now. Basically, I had to grab the ingredients to make these into floating. Now, I only technically have to make half of them floating. Let's see how it's... okay, dirt, and then pasture seed. There we go. Now, I've only got to technically make half of these into floating ones. So just like this and this, there we go, floating hydrangeas, and the rest can actually stay on the ground. But I figured, heck, while I'm doing it, I might as well just go all the way and make some extra floating flowers, because why not? Maybe I'll put them... You know what? Heck, you know what? I'm going to do this right now. Let's go over to Biodome Delta. Okay. And is there still a bed in Biodome Delta? No, I've removed it. Okay, well, whatever. Basically, I'm going to place these around here for extra stability whenever I do Thaumcraft infusions, okay? So that's what we're going to do with these. If I ever need them to make little floating, like, hydrangeas or other flowers, then they're right there, and I don't have to worry about them. Now, the one thing about the place that I chose is that it's not very safe at night, because it's completely taint-free, so it tends to have things like zombies spawning everywhere, which is just great. And, you know, I love that and all, but that means I have to go and use the portal of Alfheim during the daytime. So we're going to head back over to Obelisk Island over here. No, there we go. And just sort of jump down here. I'm floating, I'm floating, I'm floating, and I'm falling. I'm falling, I'm falling, and I'm floating. This is amazing. I love this. One of the best things ever. You know what? I totally neglected to bring something else that I needed, which was a a mana spreader. So yeah, I don't have that, and whoops. So I'm gonna go grab that and be right back, because I can't really do this part without those. They're gonna be important. I'm actually gonna need a few probably, but that's okay, because you know, it's all the same in the end. Oh my, excuse me. Okay, so once again, I'll be right back. That was a failure in my planning, but yeah. Okay, so I'm here in Biodome Delta to grab the rest of my living wood from over here. There we go, because I need that for what I'm doing. Let's see here. What's a good way to harvest this? I should just wait. I've got some oak wood that's cooking, I guess you could say. So yeah, but that should really be enough, I think. Do I even have I don't have a crafting table. So let's make another bloodwood crafting table. Yeah. Okay, so crafting table, kaboom, bada bing, bada bang, bada bongo. Let's see, I need 6 of these over here, and 6 of these over here, and 2 of these, and 2 of these. There we go. That should be enough mana spreaders, I think, to make this happen. Is the oak wood gonna transform? I really don't know. I really don't care. I don't want to wait around for it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay. Oh. Huh. It's like a teapot. You know how a watched teapot won't boil? Well, apparently watched oak logs won't transform into living wood either. Who knew? Okay, so yeah, once again, let's float down the side of this cliff here. And I like this particle effect with the feather falling. That's pretty cool. I know that that's a particle effect that already exists, but I just like how it trails you at your feet while you're doing the feather fall. Like, that's super cool. I am really impressed by I guess it comes out of, like, the, like, hip area. Okay, but that's all right. So, yeah, I want to place a mana spreader here, and I want to place a mana spreader here. And I think that should work. So, like, as you can see, the mana spreader hooked up to that flower with no problem. What about these ones? Yes. And yes. Okay, perfect. So, they're hooking up to the mana spreader, no problem. And I want floating ones right here, and here, here, and here. There we go. Okay, same thing should be over here. I shouldn't have to worry about whether they're going to hook up or not. It's the same configuration, so I'm going to just assume that it'll work the same way. So there we go. 2 sets of 8 hydrangeas, basically. And that should do the trick, I think. So, yeah, the next thing I'm going to need... Let's open up the Lexica Botania here and figure out exactly what else we might need, but I'm pretty sure that we're almost there. Let's see here. Let's put these down here and stuff. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay. Now open up the Lexica Botania and let us see exactly what I'm going to need to do to make this. So basically, first I've got to make a frame of living wood. Okay. Now I'm going to do that. Let's see. I'm going to center the whole thing on this. So it's going to be right about here-ish. So the living wood is going to go here and here. Then let's just fill in the corners with totems of dawn. There we go. Punch and punch. Okay, and then I'm also going to need 2 above that. So let's go ahead and fill those in. Okay, and then, yeah, make it happen. Make it happen, Doc. You can do this. This is not a hard thing to do. There we go. And then another one right there, and put that. Perfect. Okay, good. All set. That should do the trick, I think. All right. And there. Okay. So that looks like what was in the book, right? I think? Yes. Okay. Then I need to add the glimmering living wood. And the glimmering living wood will go in the corners and the top like this. Okay. The next thing is going to be the Elven Gateway Core right there. Okay. And I just happen to know that. Now, the mana pools are kind of tricky. I'm going to have to come 3 out from the center, and then 1, 2, 3 in either direction from there. Okay, so it's basically, the mana pools basically go out 1 block further than the sides, I do believe. Okay, so we're going to go, let's wait. Yeah, so we're going to go... oh, I don't have mana pools. Do I have living rock? No! No! I've got to go get that. Shucks. Guys. Why wouldn't you tell me beforehand that I didn't have my mana pools? No, I'm just kidding. Obviously, you can't do that because you can't warn me before you see something that has already happened, right? I mean, clearly, this video has been recorded in the past before you got to see it, and there is no way that you could have effectively warned me about such a problem. Okay, so I'm just going to go back to Biodome Alpha, get myself some pools, mana pools, and yeah, that will be that. But in the meantime, I guess maybe I can talk about random stuff. Oh yeah. You know what? That reminds me. I'm going to have to record the winner of my shout-out competition after I'm done doing this. Technically, right now, as of the time that I'm recording this, I haven't decided a winner. So I'm going to have to pick the winner. I'm recording this 6 p.m. on Sunday. So there's still about 6 hours left, but I'm pretty sure that all the good entries are in. So I'm going to have to pick a winner for the name of my snowman here, my snow golem, and we'll have to see how that plays out. I'll have to record that and then place it maybe at the front of the video, just because. Now, did I just accidentally put some of my food away and grab rotten flesh? I hope not. Ugh. Stupid lunchbox. Stupid lunchbox. Wow, okay, so that was bad. I can't believe that nearly just happened. Yeah. Get rid of that stuff. I don't want any of that stuff. Yuck. There we go. Lunchbox refilled. Now I need mana pools. And I've got 2 mana pools. Yes, perfect. Cool. Although it's not like they're hard to make or anything. But yeah, I totally forgot about those. Sorry, guys. So let's go ahead and come back and hop this. Oh, crud, it's dark. Or getting dark, one way or the other. I should have really planned this better. Oh no. I'm about to be under assault by a variety of baddies. And that's just no good. 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, third block. 1, 2, third block. Okay, so at this point, bind mode, I can point my mana spreaders at my mana pools, and they can begin filling. Oh god, and now there are monsters everywhere. Okay, I'm really not too troubled by this. It's really not frightening or anything. That one's wearing gold armor. Nice. We've got a pimp skeleton over here. Anyways, yeah, I hope none of them, like, hurt me. That would be terrible. That would just suck. But, yeah. You know, that witch is still hanging out here. Oh my gosh, look at the mini-map. There's so many monsters on this island. Oh, hello, Mr. Creeper. Holy zombie horde, did you see that? They just appeared out of nowhere. Oh, gosh. Get out of here. Okay. Perfect. Wow. So, yeah, that was a thing. Okay, guys. Distractions aside, it should be almost done at this point. The only other thing I've got to do is add the naturopylons, and then simply right-click the core with a wand of the forest. Okay? So, yeah, that should do the trick, I think. But I am going to have to let it build up power for a little while. I'm not sure how much power I need to let it build up, but I will have to let it build up power. So, yeah. But as you can see, this is a fun little thing that I have set up here. Let's read this book again. Let's see here. So the naturopylons go above the pools. That's a piece of cake. Can I? Oh, I can press shift and make myself ignore the rules of my own gravitational power. Oh, you know what? So there's a thing. Oh, I don't want to talk about that right now because I might give away a future video. Okay, so as you can see, the mana pools are not quite filled very much yet. So we're gonna let these things fill up a little bit, and I will get back to you guys in a few minutes whenever they have a substantial enough amount of mana, or hopefully a substantial enough amount of mana to open up the portal to Alfheim, and then we can go right ahead and proceed to start looking at Alfheim-related Botania objects, and basically get the next tier of things and abilities that we can get. Why are these zombies still over here? Everything else just disappeared when I came back, but those zombies, they were still hanging out. Not sure why or where they came from. But yeah, I'll be right back whenever those pools fill up a little bit, and I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, guys, so I'm really still not 100% sure, but I think that should do the trick. I think I've got enough over here now that I should be able to bring my portal up and keep it going. Although, really, it's a crapshoot at this point. I've got no idea, not the slightest clue of whether this will work or not. Man, you know, I can't believe that, because I let these things sit here all day, and it didn't quite get there. I really don't think that's enough, because as you can tell, my mana spreaders are filling up pretty quickly, and constantly shooting mana into my pools here. But I just don't think that's going to be enough to... It did open the portal. Did I open the portal? Nope. I ran out of mana, I think. But of course, it does go to show that that everything is set up correctly. I guess what I'm gonna do is fill up my mana tablet with mana from back at the pool at Biodome Alpha, and then I will transfer significant amounts of that mana over here to be used in the opening of the portal. And hopefully that'll work. Now, I really don't know exactly how much is required to open the portal. Perhaps that's the kind of thing that I could find an answer for on Google. But at this point, I've been waiting for quite some time, so maybe we'll be opening the portal on the next episode. I really don't know. So, yeah, give me a couple minutes to figure this stuff out, guys, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so as you can see, I have now filled my mana tablet from over here. It's completely full, and hopefully that should mean that I'm able to proceed. I hope it doesn't take more than that. If it does, I'll be kind of disappointed, and we'll probably have to finish this next time. So let's go ahead and do the fall. Oh my, that's exhilarating. Anyways, let's see. That's accepting mana, that's accepting mana. Okay, so at this point, I should be able to just toss that on there. And there we go. Let that fill up a little bit. Let's get it to about the quarter of a bar mark. Right there. Perfect. As you can see, that used about half of my mana tablet. So I'm going to put most of the rest of it in here. We're going to get it up to about the quarter of a bar mark, too. Okay. And that, I think that should be enough. Let's find out, though. I really don't know. Is that empty? No. I've still got mana in here, guys. So my mana steel armor is not in danger. Okay, so let's give it a shot. Let's see if this works. Try it out. Okay, so as you can see, it's draining mana rapidly from the pools. I think it's worked. It's worked. Yes. Has it? I think. I really don't know. It's not draining mana very rapidly, so I'm going to have to assume it worked. So let's toss the Lexica Botania into the portal here, and as you can see, it's come out the other side. And it now says that it contains the School of Elven Knowledge. Now, if I go in and I take a look, it says that there's a message from the Elven Guard here. Greetings. We noticed that our portal was opened via a link from another world. That's rather shocking news indeed. We thank you very much for providing us with a repository of the knowledge from your world, as to keep us up to date to what has happened since we left it. Speaking of which, what in Freya's name has happened over there? It seems to have been woefully mismanaged. After some discussion with the High Council of Elven Guard, we have decided to cooperate with you. You see, reading through your Lexica Botania has shown us a good amount of resources from your world that we would be extremely keen to get our hands on, as these are non-existent in our lands. The link you have managed to establish is rather weak. No living beings will be able to go through. We're perfectly fine with that. We see no need to risk our lands becoming infected with your taint. There's another positive side. The link strikes the fabric of time of both of our worlds in a way where it doesn't keep them in sync. That's the reason why you received your book back so quickly. When it comes to mana and other magical energies, we are plenty stocked on them, so worry not about the portal closing on our end. Let's put this in prospect. In order for the advance of both of our civilizations, we vow to accept a given set of resources from your world we lack in ours in exchange for resources you lack in yours. We have taken the liberty of assigning our best scribes to put together a great set of knowledge from our world we're willing to share. You can find it in your lexicon just as you'd find knowledge from yours. We hope you find it enlightening and that it encourages you to invest in our materials. Last but not least, do keep in mind that if you decide to send something we have not vouched to trade for, we will assume it as a gift and keep it for ourselves, just as a forewarning. We look forward to exchanging resources with you. Best regards, the High Council of Elven Guard. Okay, so now, as you can see, there are these green entries in the Lexica Botania, and those are the Elven entries. If I go and look at other things, you'll see that there are new Elven flora in the book at various places as well, that you cannot get normally, other than this bubble here, because that was spawned in the world. But either way, yeah. So let's see here. Has this changed at all? No. Okay, so on good advice, I have learned that it does take exactly 8 hydrangeas on each side in order to keep the portal open indefinitely. Now, the sun is going down, so I want to, before we get out of here, check out the resources of Alfheim. And basically, if I send them some living wood, they'll send me dream wood. And if I send them mana steel, they'll send me elementium at a 2-for-1 ratio. If I send them a mana pearl, they'll send me pixie dust. For a mana diamond or a block of mana diamond, they'll return dragonstone or block of dragonstone. For nether quartz, they'll return elven quartz. For mana glass, they'll return alf glass. Okay, so those are some pretty cool special resources that can only be obtained this way. And they'll be useful for several things. Like, for instance, Dreamwood. Let's see, Dreamwood, what else? Elementium. So, Dreamwood, for example, can be used to create, let's see here, Dreamwood slab full? No, that's not what I'm looking for. Glimmering Dreamwood? No. Okay, Dreamwood, there we go. So, Dreamwood can be used to create elven mana spreaders, as you see here, which are much more effective than regular mana spreaders. A lens clip, which I'm not really sure what that does. The Drum of Gathering is pretty cool, and I might show that to you guys. Spectral Platform's kind of neat. I don't know what the heck that is. I'm not really sure what the Dreamwood Twig does either, but I'm sure it's used in... Oh, okay. So that's used in crafting recipes to make this... Ooh, Rod of the Shaded Mesa. That's a cool one. I did that in my Botania mod review. And this one as well, Rod of the Unstable Reservoir. So yeah, I mean, these are cool things. I would really like to get into a bunch of them, but I don't... There wasn't one for rock, was there? No, they don't care about my rocks. Okay, so as you can see, if I just throw a bunch of living wood through here, they will send me back a whole bunch of dreamwood. And for whatever reason, it likes to, like, not work very well. There we go. Okay, but that's okay, because as you can see, they're coming back one at a time. I'm getting my dreamwood. Okay, and now I've got plenty to do some basic things. And I basically have a portal to Alfheim open that will stay open forever. Now let me get the heck out of here before the monsters come. Oh no! I've got Blight to fight off! No! I spent so much time detainting this area. How has this happened? How did this even happen? I don't even get this. Guys. Yeah, spiders, whatever. Who cares? Okay. Oh, nuts. Look at this. This is bad. Okay. So I've had a slight taint incursion here. But with the number of totems that I have, which I went back and I picked those up from inside of the floating city, seeing as they weren't doing me much good there. And I brought them with me, just in case of something like that. So at this point, I mean, I should definitely be able to handle any taint-related issues that I have on this island. But, you know, hey, you don't want them to happen in the first place. That's the main thing to remember. There's a creeper riding a spider over here, and it's scary. That's scary. Very frightening indeed. Get out of there. Okay. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Today we made a portal to Alfheim. That was a fun time. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you guys next week.